And it is wonderful to be here today. Thank you to everyone joining from around the world. And this is a topic that is certainly on everyone's mind. You can't really turn the corner anymore without running into something related to AI, including its incredible opportunities that we at USAID embrace when we think about the role of artificial intelligence in international development. Yet we do know that people are also waking up to the reality that AI can indeed create incredible, unfortunate harm through existing inequities in data systems, in AI design teams, and in access to AI infrastructure, particularly in many of the countries where USAID works. We know that AI can magnify and amplify existing social inequities. And these inequities have very real consequences for people, from disparate access to credit to unequal access to healthcare and educations and job opportunities. So it is in this Equitable AI Challenge that we thank all of our grantees and all of you in this growing community as we aim to understand what the harms are for women and gender minorities in USAID partner countries, and what we collectively can do to mitigate those harms. USAID has a long, rich practice of understanding and addressing gender inequality in all of its forms. We have been working to close the gender digital divide specifically for over a decade now. And even as we've made strides coming out of COVID, when some of the digital divides, in fact, were exacerbated because of the pandemic, we know that the emergence of very powerful systems like AI can mean that we might risk losing some of the ground that we have made in gender equality. And it's a critical issue. I hope bring it into focus for all of you, that even as we create the next batch of AI technologies and explore their amazing potential, we also proactively consider ways to ensure that such tools do not further exacerbate social divides. And that's what this community of practice aims to do. It's to create a more inclusive and equitable community of people designing, developing, researching, and deploying AI technologies, while also creating the space for learning, for knowledge exchange, and for dialogue. And it's why we're excited to have you here to share what we've been doing from the process of designing and implementing our Equitable AI Challenge. And we do want to learn from you as well. So as we think about the culmination of what has been 6 public and private sessions that have brought everyone together over the past 6 months, we want to reflect a little bit on what we've built together as a community. You all represent over 520 members from 30 different countries, experts and practitioners from all walks of life, international development, academia, nonprofits, international affairs, software development, and even international trade. And for those of you who are joining from different time zones, we thank you for tuning in, perhaps at off hours, to hear from a number of like-minded practitioners that are really committed to this and are the reason why this is such a thriving community. It may not be obvious from watching the news these days, where AI is everywhere, but the conversations around AI and equity were not prevalent in 2017, when USAID started our work to understand and advance responsible AI. In fact, the origin of the Equitable AI Challenge in 2021 was actually quite humble. It started out with nothing more than an idea shared by a group of people with their ears very close to the ground, who knew that the rapid adoption and mainstreaming use of AI would soon have major consequences in the work we do as an agency and on our everyday lives. They understood at that time that these tools could disproportionately affect women and gender minorities in our partner countries. And those folks, some of them on this call today, turned an idea into an effort that would really garner support from their colleagues outside of our office and bring together allies from around the world in this conversation. And thus, the Equitable AI Challenge was born. Armed with this newfound support, the team decided to take a gender lens to AI as an absolutely critical way to understand how we might anticipate and mitigate the potential downsides of artificial intelligence, particularly for vulnerable and underserved populations. As the work grew, We acknowledged that it was actually bigger than any grants USAID could make, and we, in fact, therefore needed other allies to join us on this journey. That's exactly how USAID views all of our work on AI. And if you'd like more information on that, would encourage you to read our AI action plan that was launched by our administrator, Samantha Power, a year and a half ago. But we do have this thriving community of practice that really has this central tenet at heart, that not only should we be proactively driving responsible and ethical development of AI, but we should not do it alone. And I think this time together over the past months has really shown the importance for everyone of why collective action is necessary when we think about equitable AI. And if you look at the amount of interest that this community has garnered, it's incredible. In just 6 short months, our distribution list has doubled, and this group has grown 16-fold, which is really, really remarkable in such a short period of time. And it's this data that we're embracing to demonstrate that there is interest and value in taking this body of work forward, even beyond this community as it itself continues to grow. And of course, it doesn't even begin to capture the wide range of interest and accomplishments by other members that are working outside of this group. So it's something to build upon, I would think, reflecting on what the community of practice has already accomplished and what will certainly be a number of more fruitful collaborations as the community moves forward. I do want to thank you all for all of your effort, your energy, your enthusiasm, your commitment to deploying responsible AI in everything we do. And with that, I will go ahead and turn the floor back over to the speakers. Thank you.